Right now at 5 on WHAS 11 News. Today, arrests, several people detained outside the federal courthouse in downtown Louisville. The sentencing is underway of former Metro Police Detective Brett Hankerson. Breonna Taylor's family members plus high-profile attorney Ben Crump head into the courtroom. We have 3 reporters covering the coming final decision about the only officer convicted in the Breonna Taylor fatal police raid. And right now, tonight at 5, we're on standby. Any moment now. Breonna Taylor died more than 5 years ago, as you know, and now it has come down to the final sentencing, a moment that once again has brought a group of protesters to downtown Louisville. Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for joining us today at 5. I'm Doug Proffitt. It was all in November. A federal jury found Hankerson guilty of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights just last November. The jury determined that he used excessive force when he blindly fired 10 shots into the side of her South End apartment. His shots also went into a neighboring apartment that night where a pregnant woman was living. He was found not guilty of violating their rights. Hankerson was also acquitted of his state charges by a Louisville jury. That happened in 2022. And we were joined now by WHAS 11's Jose Alonso. He has been covering the scene outside the case right now, and we have a live look right now at the moment when the sentencing. As you can see, the courthouse steps there are empty as everybody is still inside, as the judge has been taking up this case since 1:30 this afternoon. Now, here's a look at the history of this case. Hankerson is one of the officers who performed a no-knock warrant on Breonna Taylor's apartment that night. March 13th, 2020, LMPD officers in plain clothes broke into her apartment that night, busted into it with a battering ram after midnight. Taylor was at home in bed with her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker. Walker insists officers did not announce themselves that evening. Thinking it was possibly a break-in, Walker admittedly fired a shot that hit former LMPD officer Jonathan Mattingly, injuring him. From there, gunfire erupted. 3 police officers opened fire. Mattingly, Miles Cosgrove, and Brett Hankerson shot at Walker and Taylor. Ballistics show Cosgrove shot the bullet that killed her. Taylor was a 26-year-old Metro EMT. She was not the main suspect in the drug investigation that led officers to her home that night. Now, we do want to pick up with more of our team coverage here for you on this Monday. WHAS 11's Jose Alonso has also been outside the courthouse all afternoon. And Jose, describe the crowd. Things got a little intense for a while, and then have they calmed down?
Doug, yeah, ever since we got here at 2:30, things have been calm since then. We're on the other side of the courthouse, not next to the crowd anymore. We have Alyssa Newton over there right now, but things are still feeling peaceful, but there's still that sharp tension surrounding this entire federal courthouse. We're here at one of the doors where we're anticipating one of these doors Brett Hankerson could be walking out of, so we'll keep you posted on that. But it was a chaotic scene just hours earlier. I want to show you that video that we're talking about, showcasing what was going on. Dramatic video showing protesters in the middle of West Broadway Street, and you can see that one of them trying to jump on top of the Louisville Water Company truck. And just in, LMPD did confirm and shared the mugshot of that person there trying to jump on the truck. They were detained, 1 of 4 detained actually, and thankfully no one was hurt, but a group of people did block off the street. Again, that's West Broadway in front of the courthouse here in downtown Louisville. And we also saw Breonna Taylor's aunt, that's Bianca Austin. We also just confirmed she was detained by LMPD there on the street on Broadway with a megaphone. Now, eventually police were able to clear the street, and you'll see here in this picture Bianca being detained by law enforcement. Now, she's 1 out of several, again, out of 4 who were arrested outside the courthouse today. But back to here, it is still, like I said, it's very peaceful from what I'm seeing so far. There's just that sharp tension. We're all waiting to hear what this sentencing is going to be. We're all very heated because it is very hot out here. Thankfully, we're getting more cloud coverage, but we are all enduring this heat, waiting to hear what happens. Reporting live in downtown Louisville, Jose Alonso, WHAS 11 on your side. Doug?
Jose, thank you very much. We'll pick up with more of our coverage here right now. Former Metro officer John Mattingly is retired. He is on your right, on the right of your screen. He wrote a book called 12 Seconds in the Dark. describing that night when he was shot in the leg. Miles Cosgrove on the left of your screen, who fired the fatal shot that killed Breonna Taylor, was fired from LMPD and is now a sheriff's deputy in Carroll County, Kentucky. Joshua Janes and Kyle Meany are accused of depriving Taylor of her rights. Janes is facing 2 additional charges of conspiracy and falsification of records for allegedly lying on the search warrant. Those cases are still working their way through the courts, and another officer, Kelly Goodlett, has pleaded guilty in this case for her involvement in approving the search warrant. In 2022, defense attorney Thomas Clay, representing Janes, revealed that there are more than 300,000 pages of evidence to comb through in his case.
From my examination, as well as input from other people who are experts in the fields of search and seizure, he did a very thorough and professional job in preparing all of these search warrants, not simply just this one.
That search warrant is why officers were at her home that night. A judge signed off on several search warrants for that evening as part of a major drug investigation. Detectives said they witnessed their main suspect, Jamarcus Glover, arrive at Taylor's apartment in January of 2020 and leave with a package. The warrant claims the U.S. Postal Service confirmed Glover was receiving packages at Breonna's home, but that's the part of the warrant that was found later to be false. In the wake of Breonna Taylor's death, Louisville Metro Council approved a ban of no-knock warrants in our city. And then Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher announced all sworn officers must wear body cameras when executing any kind of search warrant. In October of 2020, an agreement was finalized between Kentucky State Police and LMPD, setting a precedent where state police would take over investigations of officer-involved shootings. And then in December of 2020, Greg Fisher signed an ordinance that created a civilian review board. The board is designed to investigate complaints against officers. Right now here at 5 o'clock, we are going to tell you about an amazing change in our weather pattern. And Mallory Schnell is following it. Mallory, you say sooner or later, and we're getting toward the end of the tunnel here now.
Yes.
We're going to get out of this crazy pattern we've been in. It feels like for 2 months now.
I know. Thankfully, we'll get a break for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's not going to last too long. A couple of days here, but we could have some lower humidity, a break in the rain chances. We have had rain at the airport, so officially in Louisville from the 12th through the 19th of this month, every single day. Some of those breaking daily records. And yes, we're still tracking some storms on the radar this evening, especially from Breckinridge County down to Grayson County and Hart County as well, kind of riding that general wave there from northwest to southeast. That's where we still have a decent amount of storm fuel, instability, of course, plenty of heat and humidity. In addition to that, some storms have been firing up in Indiana and are starting to drift into a few of our counties here. So we'll see how long those hang together this evening. Hour by hour futurecast will hold that spotty to scattered storm chance through about sunset. That's when we will have the fuel for those storms to continue to track our direction. Otherwise, once that sun does set, we lose that daytime heating. Clouds will clear out and temperatures will actually drop pretty nicely tonight. Cooler than the last several nights as some drier air starts to work its way in from the northeast. We're going to have high pressure kind of nudging in here over the next couple of days. So we will start off tomorrow with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s and lower 70s. Now that's near our average low for this time of year with mostly clear skies overnight. And all in all, as we mentioned, drier days are ahead. It's looking like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, potentially into Friday. But when we dry out this time of year, we typically heat things up as well. That will be the case this week. I'll let you know what day this week is looking the hottest and when we'll have those highest heat indices as well. That's coming up in our 7-day forecast, Doug.
Mallory, thank you very much. We're following more local news for you right now tonight at 5. Louisville Metro Police make an arrest in a deadly shooting that happened 6 months ago. Police have arrested a teenager in connection to a February shooting that left one teenager dead and another injured. Police say a 17-year-old shot and killed another teen on Gallagher Street. That's in the California neighborhood on the night of February 8th. A second person was also found around the corner with a gunshot wound. That victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. The 17-year-old is charged with complicity to murder and attempted murder. Police have not released that suspect's name. In just a few hours, applications open for the new Get Busy Initiative grant. According to Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg, this is to give middle school age kids new opportunities and activities for after school and on the weekends. Get Busy focuses on area where kids are most impacted by gun violence. The Office of Violence Prevention is offering 3 $116,000 grants for proposals addressing youth violence and to help promote youth development.
This will be a 4 quarterly disbursement, And the first disbursement will be prior to the starting of the program, once we've gone into grant execution and also had that training. And the first advance is $29,000, so that you will have the dollars needed to get that lifted.
According to the Office of Violence Prevention, proposals must have at least 3 community organizations and must take place in the Russell, Park Hill, Algonquin, and South Side, plus Americana neighborhoods. These proposals must also have a mentorship aspect and focus on helping as many middle school age kids as possible. Applications open at midnight and close on August 20th. You can submit your proposal by visiting the Office of Violence Prevention's website. One grant will go to each of the neighborhoods we just mentioned.